So if you just got started in the e-commerce space, or if you've been around for a long time, you're probably thinking, man, all this war stuff, all the things going on in the world right now, it doesn't really seem like the ideal time to start a business. And you actually may be right. So if we look at the Shopify stock, it's down 57% over the past 6 months, and Shopify is the biggest e-commerce website hosting platform in the world. It's the one I've used since the beginning of my journey, and it's the one I'll continue to use, though, to be fair. But it does raise the question, man, what's going on with e-commerce? Is e-commerce even like a viable thing to get into? Here's the thing, even though Shopify growth has stagnated a little bit, the e-commerce market as a whole is continuing to grow. So even if it's growing slower, it's still growing significantly. So for example, retail e-commerce sales are on track to rise from 4.92 trillion in 2021 to about 7.4 trillion in 2022. So the e-commerce market is expected to nearly double this year. Now, this article right here was written before the threats of war, or at the very least before the announcements of Russia invading the Ukraine, which, by the way, I do want to give my condolences and prayers to all my followers out there in the Ukraine. I just hope everyone's staying safe, and I hope that this can get better sooner rather than later. But honestly, what I really love to look at when it comes to judging the state of e-commerce is the Google search trend. For example, right now we're looking at the worldwide trend of e-commerce, and from 2004 to the present, it's actually experienced continuous growth. And even dropshipping, it had gone through a pretty steep decline, but now it's actually starting to pick up again. So people are starting to get back into the model. And you know what I think is going on? Now that the crypto search trend is coming down a little bit, a lot of people are getting back into trying to build a cash flow business online, especially with e-commerce. So I think that's a great sign. Even though it is more difficult to start a store now than it was, let's say, 4 years ago, it's still nowhere near impossible. And I will say, that's the point of this channel. That's why I want you guys to follow me and subscribe, because I want to give you information that's going to help you in whatever stage of your journey you're in. Like, for example, right now, even though I've been around for a while and a lot of you guys ask me like what I'm up to, I have multiple brands and I got teams for each of them, so I don't talk about them too much. But I've been around for so long, and as a 7-figure e-commerce entrepreneur, I can tell you that there's never going to be a better time than right now to get started with your business or to try to grow your business. And here's the thing, a lot of big brands are actually struggling pretty hard right now. So it's not just the people that are just getting started that are struggling, big brands are struggling too. And here's the thing, if you're a big brand and you're struggling, that's a way worse position to be in than someone who's just starting and you're struggling to, get momentum, because those brands have employees, they have so many people to pay. And trust me, I've seen it. Like, I'm so involved in this space that I know a lot of people in it. And there's a pretty ridiculous amount of brands that are huge and extremely unprofitable, spending ridiculous amounts of money on ads unprofitably because they just can't make it work anymore. So hopefully that makes you feel a little better. Just a quick shameless plug before we continue. I'm actually hosting my friend Sam Jacobs in our Netsphere Tier 2 Discord today. We're going to have a live conversation about his 7-figure journey, and it's going to be live for all Tier 2 members. So if you want to sign up for that subscription, you also get our Ecom 101 course for free. So check that out. I'll leave the link in the description. It's going to be really great. I'll post it on YouTube next week, but if you want to watch it live, then consider joining the Netsphere subscription. But that's it. Let's continue. And again, I just don't want you guys to give up on your journey, and that's why I wanted to make this video. Like, everything sometimes can seem like it's going wrong, and I've experienced this in my own journey so many times, but I really love this Batman quote. It goes, "The night is darkest before the dawn." And I think it's true, man. A lot of times you're so close to achieving some sort of breakthrough, but you give up. Or even if you don't give up and, it wasn't your breakthrough, if you continue to learn and try, you will eventually make it. Or at the very least, you'll learn a lot, One thing here for some of you guys that are already running some successful Shopify stores, or at least getting customers, is you should consider looking into brick and mortar stuff. I mean, I know that's counterintuitive to selling online, but as COVID restrictions start to ramp down, people are going to start shopping in brick and mortar stores a little bit more. So, considering things like wholesale and stuff like that is not a bad idea. One thing I'm doing personally with my brands is I'm adding a wholesale tab. I've never actually sold wholesale, but I've gotten asked before So I decided to create a little tab on my Shopify stores, giving people a contact email in case they want to buy our products wholesale. And yeah, I'll take this opportunity briefly to talk about my channel just super quick. So for some of you guys that are watching, I'm super grateful obviously to have you here, and we're so close to 100K, and I really just love YouTube. I love posting content on here and hopefully inspiring people. And what you got to understand is literally I'm just like you. I'm out here learning, working every day, trying, failing, getting successes here and there. And it's cool because I'm able to share my entire journey. And I will say I've been talking a lot more about stocks and crypto than before. And it's because I'm actually really passionate about investing. Like one thing that I've learned through this Shopify journey is that I just love building things and creating things, and investing my money to me is like a way to build more resource, which can help me build more things and like give more and stuff like that. So that's why my trifecta is like e-commerce, investing, and a little bit of art in between there, skating, anime, all those things. So I guess I'm kind of rambling, but I just wanted to say my channel is really weird, but I'm really grateful that you guys are following it and, vibing with it. It's super cool and it makes me feel really grateful. So with all that said, hopefully this is good motivation to actually start your business, because you may have thought that this is dying, but actually it's the opposite. It's starting to pick up again. So please do not worry. And if you want some sort of support system, again, whether you're already an experienced business owner or you're just starting, join our Discord on Netsphere or our tier 2 subscription. Either way, one is free, one isn't, but they're both amazing. So just check it out. And that's about it for today. Just a little more one-on-one talk here with my audience. I mean, I feel like we haven't talked like this in a little bit, but yeah, love you guys and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see y'all in my next one. Peace.